Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado, the show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Colorado Rockies. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Kennedy.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And it's a called strike after the review. So they've still got both their challenges. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So up next, Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Horwitz wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
All he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
One down. Kennedy digging in for the Rockies. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the...
Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. A soaring shot to center. The Rockies score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
We're in the second game of this division series. All set for the start of the inning. O'Neal Cruz digs in now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Got him swinging for the strikeout, and that's 4 strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
That one's in there, 0-1. Tap foul at the plate.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-2 to count. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto. First pitch, and he just misses. Pitcher challenges. He thought it was a strike, and that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The big righty strikes out the side. Back here at Coors Field, on to the 3rd inning. Here's Josh Young. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Kennedy wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. In the air, right field. And there's 2 away.
Batting up, the shortstop, Jared.
Now, Jared Triolo. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Kennedy steps in, facing a Cy Young candidate here, Singy.
Yeah, time to go Nomar Garciaparra and tighten up those batting gloves, stomp the spikes in the dirt, dig in for battle.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw! I don't believe what I just saw! And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat mode. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Kennedy back on the hill. Offense did their part. Now let's see if he can keep the vibe alive.
Yeah, just don't go gift wrapping runs right here. He needs to put a bow on a quick inning, Boo.
Inside, just missed.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. On the corner for a strike. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Doyle under it. 2 down. And now it's Brandon Lowe.
That's the ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Two down, nobody on. That's in there. And the count is even, 2-2. Goes down looking. So 12 up, 12 down. We're in the second game of this division series. Ready now for the 5th inning. O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Pirates, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And that one hammered. And a foul ball. There's a strike at the knees. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. So they're now out of challenges. The Pirates trailing by 3 here in game 2 of the NLDS. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Swing and a ground ball. Torres tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. And that'll do. Kennedy, multi-time All-Star, 24 years old. He's a former National League Cy Young Award winner. That's a hit, and that's a 1-out single.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Davis Schneider. The 0-2. Runner takes off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. 2 away. And at first, here's Nolan Gorman. The 1-2. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Runner goes again. Got him looking for the K. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Back here in Denver, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Josh Young. That one fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The other way, and it goes just foul.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Ball one, no strikes. The Buccos still looking for their first hit in this one. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0. Pitcher thought that was a strike. He's going to challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Next offering is fouled back. Upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Triolo at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. On the ground, Burleson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So he's top of inning number 7, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Brandon Nimmo. Late swing, foul to the left. And that drops in for a strike. Triple digits on that last pitch.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Lau at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. This is the National League Division Series. Kent Kennedy, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Wow, he's putting on an absolute absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. With a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
We're in the second game of this division series. We go to the 8th. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Hit hard, it gets through, and the perfecto is gone. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Tough to see the no-no end here with just 6 outs to go, Boog, but still a great performance on the mound, and now we'll see if he can get right back to work and go after the next guy. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball's often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
Kennedy will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. And that is out of play. Got him. Now 2 away.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Stays alive. On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That does it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the perfect game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So runner at second, 2 down. Lau at the plate. 1 strike away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. Tag. Got it. And that's the ball game.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.